My guest today is Robert Cummings. You know him a little bit better as DJ Rob.
DJ Rob.
How are you today?
Doing good.
Good. Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah. So you are a full-time DJ. You don't have a real job.
Well, yeah. If you don't consider being, DJing is a full job.
Yeah, for sure.
It is
I'm
a
just
full-time
teasing.
job.
So what do you do? What is your job like? Can you tell us? Because most of us aren't full-time DJs.
Well, as a full-time DJ, I do spend a lot of time downloading music, obviously. Okay. And just to get this straight, I buy all of my music.
Oh, okay.
I don't download it illegally.
Yeah, right. The government, like FBI, just...
Well, it's not even so much of them. It's the big music companies.
The labels.
Yeah, and it's frustrating at times because I do buy all my music. I buy the rights to use them.
Right.
Because.
Do a lot of DJs not? It's kind of a murky, unregulated water sometimes?
It is.
Yeah.
It can be. That's one of the things that I have prided myself in is that, I buy all my music legally. I've got to buy the rights to broadcast them.
Yeah.
Because, people think of broadcasting, radio, internet, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But broadcasting over a PA system, because I'm being paid for it, I have to pay for my music.
Sure. Yeah.
And so
commercial use.
Yeah, exactly.
Commercial use license.
Exactly. So, which is one thing that frustrates me about Facebook.
Yeah.
Facebook, even though I pay for the music, I pay for the rights to use that, they keep, muting it or, cutting it out of my audio that anything I put up on there.
I don't know how many people realize that. So and YouTube's doing it now too. They have algorithms that will look for not royalty-free music, and if they pick it up, they will either automatically take it down or they'll do stuff to it. They don't contact you.
Well, no, they do. I've been around with Facebook over it because I buy my music.
Say hi to Zuckerberg for me.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, Mark. Even though you're
not
there anymore.
Get it together, Mark.
Exactly.
Yeah. How long have you been DJing?
Officially this is 1990, so 29 years.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. The first time I ever DJ'd was a dance that I did in high school.
Okay. Tell me about it.
It was
the birth of DJ Rob. Were you going by DJ Rob then?
No, I wasn't going by DJ Rob.
Rob the DJ.
Sure. It was just Rob.
Yeah. The beard wasn't quite as long.
No, didn't even have a mustache. Well, no, I didn't even have a mustache.
Okay. So you should have brought a picture, but whatever. Yeah.
Oh, and I had a full head of hair.
Okay.
Full head of hair. So nice long curly blonde hair. I miss it. But no, one of the clubs that I was in high school, Sky Club, I was the president of, and we had the option of hosting one of the dances. So we did the St. Patrick's Day dance, and so we decided, hey, we're going to do all the music ourselves.
Right.
I had lots of
Dropkick Murphys.
Yeah, not quite Dropkick Murphys, but a lot of Young MC and Run DMC, a lot of DMC.
Yeah. Did you jump at the chance to do the DJs, or did it sort of get forced on you?
I've been a musician all my life.
Yeah.
I started playing guitar when I was 6 years old.
Wow.
In fact, my parents bought my first guitar here in Canby at what used to be Mr. B's Music. It's no longer obviously here, but bought me a little used 6-string guitar. I started taking not piano lessons, but guitar lessons from a lady here in Canby, and that started me out with music. I've always really loved music.
Really young, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you've got to start young. It's a good thing and a bad thing in that, starting really young, you don't have the dedication sometimes as an older person, because you feel like it's being forced on you.
Right.
Okay, here's this guitar. You need to practice.
Right.
Well, Mom, I'm 6 years old. I want to play.
I want to go play outside.
I want to play outside. I want to play with my trucks.
Yeah.
We didn't have the internet back then, and iPads and VCRs and DVD players and stuff like
But it's the same type of thing. But you have so many interests, so much energy.
Yeah, it's hard to sit down and practice it.
Right, and I have kids. It's almost like as soon as something becomes like mom and dad telling you to do it, you just instantly don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Even if you liked it and wanted to do it before. Like, now that mom's saying it, don't never want to do that again.
Yeah, so, I kept up with my lessons for quite a while. Started playing piano when I was 10. And just kind of went on from there. Started singing a lot when I was in junior high.
Oh, really?
Choir and stuff.
Yeah.
And,
what was your voice like back then? Just as deep and bassy as it is now? Or?
That's the funny part. My voice may sound deep and bassy, but I'm actually a tenor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I started singing bass, and as I went through puberty, by the end of high school, I was singing tenor 1.
Oh.
So
usually doesn't go that
yeah,
direction.
my voice went the opposite way. I've actually got quite a large range.
Cool.
So,
Yeah.
and music has just been part of my life forever.
That's really interesting. Because I just imagine a lot of people think DJs are people who don't know how to play music. Like, they play. That's why they play other people's music. But
well, that is true about some.
Yeah, sure.
But there are a lot of the guys out there. To be a good DJ, you've got to have some musical knowledge. You have to know how music is set up and arranged, and how to put stuff together. And you hear music differently than the average person. The average person just hears a song. Oh, okay, I like this beat. I'm sitting here listening.
There's not a lot of depth to it.
Yeah, and and I'm sitting here. Oh, okay, now this song would work well with this song, and I could lay these two, layer them together. Take this one in, leave that one. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
that a little bit of a curse, and that makes it hard to sort of switch that off and just enjoy music sometimes.
Yes and no. At times, it's hard to switch off when I lay down in bed at night.
Sure.
Because you get to think.
Always
But I have some of my best ideas. When I'm trying to get to sleep at night and I've got this music running through my head, it drives my wife nuts because when I get a song stuck in my head, I'll be whistling, we're humming along while we're driving along in the car and whatnot. So,
So how did you fall into the DJ business? How did you figure out that I could make a living doing this?
Well, it actually didn't happen full-time until about 14 years ago.
Okay.
Up until then, I'd been doing a lot of weddings. With being a DJ, I have a background also in pro audio. So doing sound for bands, any kind of live audio situation.
Yeah.
And I was hanging out with a friend of mine, another DJ, and I just started hanging out with him. And one night he was playing darts, and he was running back and forth trying to play darts, and I said, hey, want to let me, pull some music and play it? He's like, yeah, sure, go ahead. This is da 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 da.
Yeah.
Showed me his setup that he had there, and that's kind of how I started out with DJing in nightclubs.
Okay.
And so I started DJing there. That was out in Malala at the Long Branch.
Right.
My friend DJ Clint.
Yeah.
And he kind of gave me my start into the nightclub, scene.
Right. Malala, a huge nightclub scene, as everyone knows. So.
Well, that's the funny part.
It's surprising.
It's surprising.
Yeah.
There's nights that we had 400 or 500 people in that place, and it was hopping just like a downtown club.
Yeah.
Now it's a little bit different atmosphere.
Yes.
They're
not surprised about that.
Yeah, out here you don't have people wanting with the older crowds, they want to hear the songs as they're played on the radio.
Right.
As a DJ, I'm required to love the remix.
Yeah.
Not required to, I just like them because they show the creative side of another guy who's usually a DJ and a producer. And they
put their own flavor on it.
Yeah, they put their own flavor on it, and so we hear all these different versions of it that not a lot of people hear.
Yeah.
Now on the flip side of that, kids nowadays, they're hearing a lot of those remixes, and so they really like that. But anyways, it was a little different starting in there because you got people, they want to hear it just like it came off the radio, and I mean that there's a place for that.
Yeah.
And then there's a place for the people that want all the remix, they want the quick mixing. It's like you get a verse and a chorus of a song, and then you're on to the next one, and then there's the other people that want to hear all 15 minutes of the song.
Yeah. Out here, maybe looking for something a little more familiar, whereas the younger crowd wants a new experience, that type of thing. So.
Yeah, the other thing is you get pigeonholed into people are like, well, you live in Malala, you have to like country.
Yeah.
No, I don't have to like country.
Yeah.
I don't have to play country. I don't have to have it in my genre or in my collection of music. I do.
Right.
But when I've got a dance floor full of people that are vibing on some hip hop, some EDM, whatever, and somebody comes up and says, "Can you play Friends in Low Places?"
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I'll see if I can get that.
How many times a night does that happen?
Generally when you work, it depends on the club. Sometimes it doesn't happen at all. Sometimes it happens a lot.
Right.
You get that one girl that really wants to hear Friends in Low Places, because she's had a few too many Jaeger bombs, and and she just wants to hear that. But at the same time, I know it's gonna kill my dance floor.
Right.
When it's 1 o'clock at night, and they're just absolutely hopping. They don't want to hear that.
It's not a very dancey song.
Exactly.
I'm really interested in what you do, because not being a DJ myself, I would have guessed music nowadays is a lot more automated. Anyone can build a playlist, really. I mean, so
you can.
What do you feel like you kind of add?
You can build a playlist. The big thing is being able to hand mix it.
Okay.
Okay.
Like the transitions and stuff.
Yeah, exactly the transitions. So I can take and blend that song. So all of a sudden, I'm playing one song, and then all of a sudden you're dancing along or listening along, and wait a second, that's a different song. Right. And the idea is to get from that song to the next song
without jerky,
without them noticing, beats messing up, and or just doing a serious crossfade, which is what a lot of the playlists do.
Will do. Okay.
You can run a playlist.
Yeah.
I've ran playlists before. There's times when you've got 3 people on the dance floor, and but you don't get the energy off of that you do when you're putting more into it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So,
what kind of music do you personally like?
EDM.
Okay.
I love electronic dance music. Always have. Exactly. I think
that's
that's
a really good impression, right? I'm very musical myself.
Yeah,
I don't know if you noticed.
It was. And contrary to most people's belief, it's not all techno.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
When you tell people EDM, they're like, "What's EDM?" It's electronic dance music.
They think it's like a disorder or something. You've got EDM. I'm so sorry.
Exactly.
My grandma had that.
And then you say techno. Oh, okay, I know techno.
Right.
Which
such a retro-sounding name.
Well, and techno actually describes a category of music that fits in a certain BPM range. Too.
Yeah.
It's got to be over 180 beats a minute to be considered techno.
Okay.
Electronic dance music is usually about 128 to 140. It's in that area. It's a real easily danceable range.
Is that what you like about it?
Yeah, it is.
It doesn't have words or things.
Well, it does have words, but it's it's usually got a lot of real driving bass.
Yeah.
I love the huge build-ups, the huge bass drops. And
Yeah.
so as a DJ, that's fun because
Yeah.
that's what gets a crowd going.
Sure.
You can play some hip hop too, which is a lower BPM range, and I enjoy that too. I enjoy pop music. I love rock. I grew up listening to my era is the 80s.
Yeah, classic rock.
I love classic.
We're calling it dad rock now. Have you heard that?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, like Guardians of the Galaxy, their whole soundtrack is called Dad Rock.
Dad rock. That's awesome.
Yeah.
No.
But those are my jams too.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. A friend of mine, they used to anything that was like 80s. It sounded like 80s heavy metal. She was like, "Ew, 80s music," and that kind of stuff. And it's like, no, that's not just 80s. That's hair rock. That that's glam rock. But 80s pop is what I grew up on.
Sure.
So, and I love that. But I do, I like a lot of the 80s rock bands too.
Def Leppard.
Love me some Def Leppard, AC/DC, Joan Jett, all of those.
Right.
The big ones. And I love music. For the most part, if you take out opera, most opera, I'm not
no
a big,
show tunes, like not a fan. Sound of Music, not a big dancer.
I do like Sound of Music. I miss it.
It's good music.
No, I'm thinking opera like the big soprano lady up on the stage. That she's singing and your glasses shatter.
Right.
That type of thing. I'm not big on jazz. I'm not really into the screamo death metal.
Okay.
But other than that,
I'm with you for pretty much all of that. Yeah.
Country, I listen to some.
Yeah.
Most of the time, I have to be in the mood for country to really listen to it a lot. I've been listening to a lot more of it, and that's the funny part is because when I'm doing karaoke, I sing primarily country.
Yeah.
Don't know why.
Yeah.
I've tried singing. I have a few rock songs that I personally sing. But,
Yeah.
Lately, I've been really into the bluegrass.
Yeah. I love bluegrass. It's so fun. Yeah. The banjo. I'm getting the sense from you that one thing that you really love about your job is kind of the being able to have that impact on the crowd and like kind of control. Can you talk about that a little bit? You've been doing this a long time. Like, is that really what you just fulfilling to you, or you love about what you do?
You really pull a lot from the energy of a crowd.
Okay. I think a lot of musicians feel that way.
Yeah. If you've got a crowd that is just sitting out there going, look like they're about ready to fall asleep.
Right.
It's kind of boring. They're just ignoring you. They're playing pool and just kind of ignoring you. There's nobody on the dance floor. It's early in the night. It gets kind of boring. But and even with like when I'm hosting karaoke, you get people that there's nights that people are really into the karaoke and they're up and they're cheering and they're, everybody's singing along with you. You can hear them in the background. Even though I'm blowing them out at 110 decibels in here, and so
they're doing the best.
You draw from that, and when people are really into that, you put more into it, and it shows. Yeah, cool. It really does.
Cool. So we're here to double Aught. Another big part of your job is the karaoke, which you do here, for adults as well as kids.
Yes.
So your love of music being so much of what drives you and what got you into the DJ business. How hard is it to hear karaoke on the regular? That's a little bit of a dig. I know that people are often better than you might imagine, like at karaoke.
I a lot of times tell people, it's called karaoke. It's not called singing.
Okay.
You don't have to be a professional to sing karaoke. It can be fun. I took a while off. I took kind of a break from it for a few years, and I got a call back in September. I got a message on Facebook from Claude, and he was like,
"Of course, the owner."
Yes, the owner of the Double Aught. He says, "Hey, Rob, we're looking to change our karaoke program up here. Would you be interested in taking that over and coming and revamping it for us?"
So you were just completely taking a break. You weren't really in the biz at that point.
Well, from karaoke.
From karaoke.
Still DJing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other things that in the DJ realm that you do other than karaoke. Karaoke, it's always been kind of one of those things that's it's another avenue to make money.
Yeah.
Is it my favorite? Wait, no, I'd rather be up on stage performing, as a DJ. That's natural. But the musician side of me also enjoys the karaoke. Sometimes you get people that are divas, for lack of a better word.
I'm a total diva.
Yeah. I can tell that about you.
Yeah.
It's the beard.
Right.
So it's diva.
Why do you think the microphone's closer to me than it is to you?
Because I've got a louder voice. Anyways,
diva.
Yeah. Oh, okay. There you go. So you do get some people in there that are think they're better than they are.
Yeah.
American
Idol syndrome.
That being said, there are a lot of good singers out there.
Yeah.
We have some people that come in here, and some people that came in when I was working out in Koala doing karaoke, that I'm just blown away.
Yeah.
It's like, why aren't you out, pursuing a music career?
Yeah.
Okay, they'd rather do whatever they're doing.
Right.
and that's fine,
Yeah.
you know? It's like, I could be out doing
It's
something
nice
else
to find
too.
those surprises, though.
Yeah, it is,
That's
it
cool.
is.
Yeah. Okay, we're almost out of time. Last question for you. I know with DJing, a lot of it is, or at least I imagine it to be, a big piece of it is kind of crafting a persona. I feel like that, like hip-hop DJs, you know, they have like followings and things like that. Is that part of what you do? And if so, kind of what persona do you?
I don't think that I really have, I don't know if I have a persona per se.
Yeah.
I do a lot. You know, that's a hard question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never really thought about that. You know, maybe I do have a persona that I don't really realize.
It's a little more subconscious.
You know, I've worked, I guess my thing, I've tried to craft a public image.
Sure. That's
you
what
know,
I would say a persona is.
Yeah, you know, I don't want to be looked at as just a nightclub DJ that, you know, all I do is, you know, get drunk people all riled up.
Right.
Because that's not what I do. You know, I'm in it for the music. I'm in it for the fun. But you know, it's not the only thing that I've done. You know, my last full-time gig was actually doing music for the Cosmic Bowling out in Malala. And you know, that was primarily younger kids.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, it was fun doing that. I do a lot of work with the Malala Farmers Market.
Yeah.
You know, I play there during the summer, and you know, so I've tried to get a more of a complete, rounded public image.
Yeah.
You know, I want people to know my name, number one, know who I am, and have a good opinion of me, so when they have an event that they want to do, because I don't just do nightclubs.
Yeah.
You know, I do a lot of weddings, I do a lot of birthday parties, private events, corporate, whatever. And I want them to think, oh yeah, you know, there's that DJ Rob guy, and you know, he treated other people that I know really well. He's done a really good job for them. You know, he's worth the time to look into and talk to, and you know, possibly hire for my job.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
yeah.
Well,
Can I say a little bit about the karaoke real quick?
sure. Yeah, please.
You know, right now, like you were talking about earlier, we do family-style karaoke on Saturdays here, from 1:30 to 4:30. One of the things
Seems really fun.
when Claude was called me up, they were just at the point of taking the double up back to family friendly.
Yeah.
You know, for years when it was the spinning wheel, it was a family restaurant that had a bar.
Yeah.
When the previous owners before Claude were in here, they just wanted a bar.
Right.
So they closed the restaurant side down to, you know, under 21 and made the whole thing a bar.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of people in the community that were wanting to bring that family part of that back, because you know, we've got a great restaurant.
Yeah.
Our food here is great, as you know.
Yeah, I love the food here. It's funny how even in just a short period of time that like reputation though kind of took hold. Like people do think the Double is still just like a bar.
Yeah, they do. And
though it was when you look at the whole history of this place, like it was a tiny fraction.
Yeah, for you know, like a matter of about 6 years that it was not, you know, open to everybody. Now it is. So we're working with that, and that was a big part. That's a big part of my job, trying to draw people back in. We're all working on that. You know, like on Wednesdays we do the kids eat free.
Right.
So you know, you can bring in your kids. We want to open that up for, you know, so families can come back in.
Sure.
Again. You know, and then of course we do have our regular karaoke on Thursday nights and Sunday nights.
Not for the kids.
Not for the kids. Sorry kids. You can come in and sing on Saturday. I love, you know, when the kids come in. I had this last Saturday.
Some of them were surprisingly good.
Yeah, some of them were really good. I had 2 little girls come in this last week that sang this last Saturday. They're about 4 years old. Neither one of them could read.
Right.
But they stood there, looked at the screen, and just kind of hummed and mumbled along to some Disney tunes. And you know, when they got to that part, they know, you know, just like everybody, you get that part, you know, and they belted out. Right. So it was really cute. On Thursday nights, though, now we are doing a karaoke contest.
Oh.
And so that's been fun. We just started that a couple of weeks ago.
Double Aught Idol.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Be a double Aught karaoke superstar.
Oh, okay. Better.
So yeah, it's a non-elimination thing. It's not going to be, it's not going to get you on the American Idol. Unfortunately, I wish I could offer that, but we are offering some great prizes. We got a cash prize on it, and
cool.
And gift certificates. And when we do the finals, which we've got several semis, I guess you would call them, leading up to that. The top 3 from each one of those will go into the finals, and then the winner of that one, the grand prize, is a pair of concert tickets of their choice.
That is really cool that you got Simon Cowell to come out for that, though.
Yes. Yeah.
Awesome.
He hides in the back and wears a wig, but yeah.
You won't notice him necessarily, but
no.
trust us, he is there. So.
Yeah, and he's up there telling me, kick this guy off stage.
Yeah, right.
This guy's no good. This
right.
guy.
You're not going to even try the British accent.
I don't do a good British accent.
Any other places people can find you if they want to learn more about your work? Or?
You can find me on Facebook, of course.
DJ Rob?
Yep. You can search me under DJ Rob. It's facebook.com/DJ Rob 1973.
Yeah.
1973 being when I was born, making me 46 today. And also,
happy birthday,
thank you. And shout out to Dutch Brothers for
Dutch Brothers, if you're listening, thanks.
Yeah, and you can also find, I've got a website, it's www.imdjrob.com.
Cool. So, well, I do think what you do is harder than people realize.
Yes,
this is a little bit of a painful story for me, but like many years ago, was at a wedding. They didn't have a DJ. They asked if I would do the music. Was doing some songs, some Def Leppard. People were loving it. I got a little nervous, like it was coming up to the end of the song, and I didn't have something in the wings. And I grabbed a song just because I recognized it, and it was Lifehouse, Living by a Moment, and everybody, it just killed the party. Yeah, it was real sad. So it was deeply painful for me.
That happened.
Yeah.
It's really hard too, And
a lot of pressure, man.
Yeah, because you've got all this music playing. You've got another song queuing up in your headphones, and then you're trying to think of 2 more songs to play after that. So it's not an easy thing. You've got to have a huge music knowledge.
Well, thanks for listening. I don't like to talk about that much. I appreciate it, having you on the show. Thanks so much.
Well,
awesome.
Thank you for having me. It's been fun, and I really enjoy your podcast. So.
Well, thank you. Thanks for listening. Yeah, I enjoy it sometimes.
All right. Thank you very much.
Cool.
Appreciate it.